What is up, y'all? Aaron Bewley here. Welcome back to the channel where we are building a race car, and by we I mean me and my random friends that come over to help me turn a wrench or two. And by race car I mean the DF kit car, the DF Goblin. So let's just head in there. I went and picked up the stage 1 kit contents this weekend. The stage 1 is what gets you to the point of the engine running. The stage 2 gets you wheels on the ground moving forward. And then the stage 3 adds all the creature comforts like windscreen, side panels, all that kind of stuff. So let me give you a quick rundown of all the stuff that's going on here. All right, so obviously a big piece of the stage 1 kit contents is the steel tube frame chassis, which comes completely welded out. There's no bending, no welding, no cutting, anything like that. You just pick it up fully formed like this. And you can powder coat it to whatever color you want. They've got a great shop that they work with there locally. I went with the what's called Illusion Cherry, but it's the closest thing to this gorgeous looking crimson because boomer sooner. And if you're curious about the weight of the chassis, it comes in at about 200 pounds, right? You can just grab the frame like that, you know. That was a good workout. Gotta not squash my toes. Additionally, as part of the stage 1 contents, you get the aluminum floor pan and firewalls. These also do not come powder coated. They come just in the standard. So yeah, it doesn't come powder coated, but they offer that service as well. I would go ahead and do it. This is the typical, matte black that they get there. If it's not super obvious, that goes there on the bottom to prevent stuff from coming up as you're driving down the road, right? And then obviously the firewall stuff to go between you and the engine. All right, something else you'll need to get the engine running, which is again part of the stage 1 kit, is fuel for the engine. And in order to have fuel, you have to have a tank. So they send you home with this laser cut, TIG welded, and pressure checked tank. It holds approximately 9 gallons. And again, powder coated, looks good. They also go ahead and pre-form the steel brake lines and ship them out, just kind of sitting in the system as well. All right, the only other things that you get as part of the stage 1 kit is the front radiator mount, which they've now made removable because somebody crashed into something and subsequently had to cut it off, so this makes it that much easier. Also, you get these, which are the control arms, and these other 2 boxes that we'll break into here in a second. It's like Christmas morning in here. And if you're not familiar with what the control arms are, it's basically the hinged suspension link between the chassis and the upright part of the suspension that carries the wheel. So yeah, pretty sweet, color matched. I'm just gonna leave them in the package so they don't get messed up. All right, let's tear into the boxes and see what we got here as well. We've got, I don't know what, more hoses, clamps. I'm gonna set the knife down before I tear into that. Let's see, floor pan support strap hardware, radiator mounting hardware. Everything's clearly labeled with what it does and the contents inside. Super helpful. Thanks, guys. Fuel tank hardware, steering rack hardware, kick plate, 60 rivets. So that's gonna be for putting the floor pan and the firewalls on, which is great. What's in here? This might be the radiator fan, I'm guessing. Yep. Awesome. 12-inch radiator fan, 12 volt, 80 watt. It's pretty much everything that's in this box. All right, cool. Very good. Box numero dos. Lonnie, Adam, I need some stickers like this, man. I love them. So I get the radiator. That's what's in here. It'll sit kind of like that on the front end of the car. So I didn't go through every single one of those bags in that first box, but I think also in there is the battery retainer hardware and the fuse box mount. Additionally, something else that they don't typically do, but I paid to have done because it's pretty difficult, is running the radiator hoses. So again, the engine is sitting back here, and these are the radiator hoses that run inside the steel tube up here to the front and will be connected to the radiator I was just showing you there, hot and cold, going back to the engine. So $100 charge there for them to run those and get the tubing through the chassis, which was worth every penny. After talking to some other guys that have been doing this, said it took them like 5 hours to do it. So that is it, y'all. That is all we need to get the engine running, to get this guy put in there. All we got to do is put that stuff together and make sure this bad boy still runs, and we can move on to stage 2. I do not have time to get started in on the build right now, but I should later this week. As somebody pointed out on Twitter, like, how do you even sleep at night? This is so awesome. This build is gonna be so epic that I just, like, That's all I want to do, but I got a family and I got things to do and I got a job. But as soon as I can, I will get started in on this build and I will bring y'all along, and it's gonna be epic. All right, hit that subscribe button if you want to follow along and watch this sweet, sweet race car build. And again, I cannot seem to say it often enough, but huge shout out, huge thank you to the DF Kit Car guys for dreaming this up and making it so easy to build and being so fun to work with. Huge shout out to them. Go check them out as well. All right, peace. What are you singing? Space Unicorns?
Yeah.
Because it's My Little Pony flag kite? My Little Pony kite? What song is that?
It's Space Unicorns from Terry Grit. By Terry Grit.
Sing it again? Space
Unicorns soaring through the stars, delivering the rainbows all around the world.
Space Unicorns!
Woo woo!
Nice. I'm so proud of you. You just came out here and did it all on your own, didn't you?
Yeah, I was just running across the line and the wind started picking up, so I let it out.
Nice. Look at that My Little Pony kite way up there.
I wonder if I get in the truck it'll seem higher.
Maybe. It'll be higher, but you'll also be higher, so the perspective will be the same. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Any other good songs? I like Space Unicorn.
Yeah.
Woo!
Chicken Nugget Dreamland.
Chicken Nugget Dreamland?
It's
What
by
are
the
you
same
talking
guy.
Sing it.